It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for our neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty woods, a neighborly day for beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in this neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Hello, television neighbors. I'm glad that we're visiting again today. Guess what I brought for you today? The Catch Me If You Can booklet, the Family Man scene selection booklet, and my artwork of a sheep. Now, before we go and visit our very dear friend, Mr. William Grimm, Jacob's brother. Oh, why, there's someone at the door already. Why, it's Mr. McFeely. Mr. McFeely, come on over. Yeah.
Good morning, Victor.
Mr. McFeely, welcome to my television house.
Wow, it's good to be here. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. What are you up to today?
Well, I'm hosting VSN.
Well, I knew that. I was just wondering, I bet you have something special planned for your audience.
Well, I do. The reason why I invited you here today is because I hear that you got a pretend picture for my television viewers about how people make special paper magazines in the factory.
Well, you are very well informed. I do have a picture about making magazines out of paper in my factory. Yes.
Yeah, well, let's see it on the picture.
Okay, here it is.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, first, in order to make a magazine on paper, you have to have paper. Now, where does paper come from? For the most part, it comes from trees. Can you believe it? We get wood pulp and smash it up and grind it up and spread it out, and it makes paper. And that's what we do at the factory. And then, after we have the paper, we have to have the printing press that puts all of the words and pictures and everything on that paper. And then, after all the pages are put together, we have to bind the pages in the proper order. And then once it's bound, it's ready to go to the newsstand or to be mailed to the subscribers.
That was a wonderful narration you did, Mr. McFeely.
Well, thank you, Victor. I take that as a huge compliment coming from the master narrator himself.
I hope you come back in our future shows on VSN to narrate some more about our pretend picture shows.
I would be delighted to do that.
But in just a few moments, I'll be coming to visit your brother, Jacob's Grimm brother, William Grimm, at the same place we went to yesterday.
Oh yes, those Grimm brothers, they're quite the characters.
The Book Association Center.
Okay, well, it's been nice visiting. I'll see you again soon, I'm sure.
All right, thanks a lot, Mr. McFeely.
You're very welcome, Mr. Sprinkle.
All right, so we have just enough time for some make-believe before we go and visit our good friend, Mr. William Grimm, back at the Book Association Center. So, Trolley Prince. Now, we've been pretending that XDL, King Friday, and Queen Sarah were all preparing to get ready for the fairy tale games. And they were really excited about that. Let's pretend that handyman Joe Negri, played by my dad, was getting them prepared for the big fairy tale games, and they could be doing some of their warm-up exercises using their legs and their knees and their elbows and X's wings and all sorts of things like that. So why don't we make believe some more about that now, as the Trolley Prince's costume still is on and goes in front of the castle in the neighborhood of make-believe. Are you ready to go, Trolley Prince? Okay, to the neighborhood of make-believe. Handyman Joe Negri, I presume?
It is I, your Royal Highness, Handyman Joe Negri, at your service.
I understand that in 8 more days we will be ready for the big fairy tale games, and you will teach us how to warm up our bodies and X's wings to get ready for the fairy tale games. Is that true, Handyman Joe Negri?
As usual, Your Highness, you have a perfect understanding of future events. Yes.
Now, keep on doing your best in the neighborhood of make-believe to teach all the children about their warm-up exercises.
Oh, yes, because warm-up exercises are very important to help prevent injuries when you're doing the actual games.
I think you might achieve a perfect goal in your young life, Handyman Joe Negri,
Oh, really, X? And how might I do that?
by believing in your heart.
Oh, yeah, it's always good to believe in oneself. You know, it's hard to accomplish anything if you don't think you can do it.
Oh, hello, dear. It's Queen Sarah.
Hello, Your Royal Highness. How are you this beautiful morning?
I'm
That matches your radiant beauty.
I'm
Almost.
I'm doing well, dear, and we're cheering for you and the children in the fairy tale games.
Well, thank you very much. With you cheering for us, how can we lose?
And we hope to see you again tomorrow too, Charlie Prince, in the neighborhood of make believe. Goodbye, Charlie Prince.
Goodbye, Your Royal Highness.
Well, I wonder what's gonna happen tomorrow in those fairy tale games. Will X and Queen Sarah and King Friday ever warm up to their limit and test their brains against those fairy tale trivia questions? Well, we'll pretend some more about that place tomorrow. But right now, I would like to go back to that book association center to meet Jacob Grimm's wonderful brother, William Grimm, and see the other part of his campus building. So why don't we do that right now? So come along with me and we can go visit Jacob Grimm's brother, William Grimm, back at our neighborhood book association center. Come along. William!
Victor George Sprinkle, it is good to see you, my friend. How are you?
Good.
Good.
I visited your brother Jacob Grimm yesterday.
Well, you did you? You know, he was the firstborn of us twins, and it seems like he gets everything first, and I get second place. But I'm not discouraged because that's just the hand nature dealt me. He gets building number 1, I get building number 2. He gets visit number 1, I get visit number 2. What are you going to do?
So I would like for you to meet my television neighbor. This is William Grimm.
Hello there, television neighbor. Good to meet you. I hope you are having a wonderful day.
Now, William,
Victor.
from what I understand from yesterday's tour, you're gonna give us just a short tour of the second office building of the Neighborhood Book Association Center tour.
Well, that is correct. I'll be happy to do that for you.
I would love for you to show me and my television neighbors around the second office building.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Then let's go. Over here, we have one of our little alcoves with lots of books, as you can see them. Over here, we have the kitchen where meals are prepared for all of the workers. Over here, we have some photos. Aren't they lovely?
Yes.
Up here, we have some more books. Lots of books in this place. And that's pretty much it.
Well, thank you.
Well, you're very welcome.
Unfortunately, William, I must return back to my place.
Okay, it was a pleasure seeing you. I hope you can visit longer the next time.
Yes. Actually, I'm coming back tomorrow to meet you again, William.
Oh, that would be my pleasure. See you then.
You know, it gives me such a good feeling to be able to know that I still love thinking about you, and it also gives me a really wacky feeling that I get to picture you in my own mind, that you are still loved by me, and I'm still loved by you too. It still goes both ways, doesn't it, my friend? It really does. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling. A very good feeling. The feeling you know that I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things you want to talk about. I will too. And I'll see you next time. Bye.